Now, I'm sure many of you have a homeless population in your city or your state, and you have to deal with the situation in that respect. Now, in California, they are taken over, literally, in many places where they are not being dealt with in terms of punishment by the authorities. You know, they'll tell them to move in certain locations, and they'll move for a few days, and they'll come right back. And now there's extreme situations to where they're just rampaging neighborhoods and acting very belligerent. Take a look at this little segment here, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh man, Hunter, what they are experiencing, hard to believe. Something you got to see to believe, and we're going to show you that video. But again, these homeowners here that live on 15th Street, they own condos. Well, they own a condo on the second floor. So it's overlooking a giant homeless encampment. You could see this encampment right below us, right by that public storage. And they see things every night that's dangerous and erratic. They saw a man wielding a knife, a gun, and people were smoking something out of foil. So this is an everyday activity that they are seeing. They're all catching this all on camera. Now, I do want to show you the video because last night KUSI aired video of a homeless man downtown brandishing what appeared to be a handgun. KUSI ran that video. SDPD took the homeless man into custody. And today, police releasing the homeless person from custody because the gun in question was only an airsoft gun. It's hard to tell if it's an airsoft, if it's, on camera and you're threatened, feel threatened. So that gun, though, upon further inspection, it did only appear to be an airsoft gun. Apparently, this is the same individual who was wielding a large knife at the same location earlier this week. All of the video was taken by a resident we're about to interview who lives in the condo complex we're at right now, right upstairs.
Let's just stop there. Now, how is that person supposed to... How is that person supposed to walk by? They're entitled to walk on the sidewalk, and these people are setting up camp, literally tents. They're taking over. They're taking over literal streets in certain parts of the city here, and this is San Diego. This is a city that I used to enjoy going to years ago. This was like years ago, over 10 years ago. This was the place to go to. It was a place to vacation. You go to the beaches. You just roam around town, just go out to a nice little restaurant, just have a good time. But nowadays, you can't do it. You can't do it. The city is littered with these people that are refusing to work. They have full mobility. They don't want to go into the proper shelter and care locations and services, but they just want to terrorize the streets and make it hard for just passerbys and individuals and residents to just live their everyday life. This guy's wielding a knife and stabbing the wall and looking in the direction of just a person wanting to walk by. Amazing.
The condo complex we're at right now, right upstairs from the scene, who fears for his safety and says this homeless man does things like this every single night. Now, he also took a video of the officials making this homeless person clear out his encampment. This person clearly continues to exhibit erratic behavior and is still out there somewhere on the...
And here's the thing. If you take justice into your own hands, do a little vigilante apprehension and justice, you'll get in trouble for it. Most likely, you're going to be the one the cops will immediately be on the scene if you do anything to this person, if you try to do a citizen's arrest or anything to try to warn them or punish them for what they're doing, you're going to be the one who's going to get in trouble. So just keep that in mind.
It is still out there somewhere on the streets. So right now we are going to go ahead and interview Giorgio Curlo. Giorgio, you took the video that was played. What was going through your mind?
Really at this point, I think what we're looking for is some relief down here. We understand that there's individuals that are experiencing mental health crisis. The reality is that this is a drug crisis, and this is an out of control. It's an open air drug market, and there is no enforcement here. Last night we called the police again on the same individual. He's looking at us right now. He's going to yell in a second. He's giving us the finger right now. So this guy is the guy with the knife. He threatens everyone that he sees. And really last night he pulls a gun on this poor woman on the street. We call the police. And we thought that he was going away, that he was arrested. This morning I wake up and he's back out here again. And, we don't know what we have to do. Does somebody have to die before Mayor Gloria or anyone's going to take notice of what's going on? Because these aren't just simple street bums. These are very violent, drugged up individuals. And a lot of them aren't in control of their behavior when they're in this state of mind. You watch them, they do their drugs, and then all of a sudden they're in the street naked. They're not in control at that point. And we really do need some help. We need enforcement. We need the police to come down here and take a serious look. And we understand the police have their hands tied. We understand that, they can't book a lot of these people. We know that the county jail is nowhere near capacity. The beds are artificially being held at a lower number. They're saying, hey, well, we have to keep these numbers down. But, pre-pandemic, there was 5,900 inmates, and now there's 2,900. And now we have an increase of low-level criminals on our street. I think the numbers, when you look at them, there's a direct correlation to enforcement. Enforcement of laws we already have that need to be enforced now. And it's for our safety. And it's, we have kids on the street right now. It's for their safety. We have to do that. And we need to get these people some help at the same time.
There you have it. You have a situation where these people are unwilling to get help. The man said they need to get help. They don't want help. Many of them do not want help. A very small percentage of them will desire help to get out of their current situation. But the majority want to continue to do their drugs, want to continue to get high, want to continue to roam the street, want to continue to steal and do things illegally and beg for money. That's the majority of them. That's what they want to do. They have full mobility. They can work at McDonald's. You say, well, what if they have a criminal record? They can go to one of those temporary agencies and they can get a job. They specialize in dealing with those people who have, prior records. There are ways for these people to get help, the right kind of help, not just get fed with government assistance and be in the same predicament once again, but they need to get into a situation that makes them have responsibility and where they can actually work and do better for themselves instead of being a menace to society. That's what they're doing. Blocking the street, wielding knives, pointing these artificial pistols at people, and threatening people, just acting belligerent, acting chaotic. No one wants to see that. People don't want to see that as they walk down the street. And like I said, you can't apprehend these people. You can't take justice into your own hands, or you're the one that's going to be incarcerated, get in trouble, get a charge put on you. What is the remedy to this? Well, we know that the Lord, Jesus Christ, is the remedy to turn back to God. But many of these people will not do it, though. They will stay in their base level of life, and they will refuse to turn towards God and clean up their ways, truly clean up their ways. So what do you see here? Do you see a temporary remedy that can take place? What has been done in your city? Do you see the same thing in your location? Do you not see this? Has your local government dealt with this before it's gotten this bad? Go ahead and share your comments below. Until next time.